this. So, oh, thanks for the beer. Appreciate it. Okay, so there was a few times like that I've hunted with you,
Yeah.
where we've literally something happened where we laughed so hard that we pretty much have scared every single deer in the entire woods away. And I'm trying to think of what happened and like what we've done.
I mean, the one that comes to mind was the one we talked about last time on the podcast.
Yeah,
That's what I think of instantly. But
like when
there has
we're
been a
like
few
hunting
other
the
times-
blind.
Yes. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, but
I don't either.
Probably
So
just like morning hunts when you're kind of delirious and no sleep.
oh
and
my god,
You find
Yeah.
everything effing stupid.
everything is effing stupid. I do remember when I was hunting, it was at my parents' old house when they had the 6 acres in Pasadena,
Mhm.
and I remember I was sitting there and I was in a blind, and I kept hearing like this noise, and I was like, "What the f is this noise?" It sounded like the scratching noise. I'm like, and I'm terrified because it's getting closer. It's like this, and I was like, "Oh boy, this is not good at all." So I'm sitting there. You know, it's really funny. Like you have a gun in hand or a bow. You have
A weapon.
it's a weapon that's designed to kill an animal. But if you start hearing these things, you're like, I'm gonna throw my gun and just run because I'm terrified. I can never actually like fight off a horde of zombies. I'd be terrified. I'd just be like, see, I'm running.
I mean, it depends what kind of zombies they are. You know,
Yeah, well,
I'm pretty confident we can take them out.
I mean, we probably could from afar. I couldn't be John Wick style where he's like hitting
Yeah, 'cause
guys
we
in
only
the
got
face and
5-round magazines, but anyway.
I mean, we have 5. I mean, they're yeah. But I'm talking about. I mean, I have plenty of other guns. I have a lot of.
But that's what you'll be in the blind with. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so all of a sudden, I feel the ground beneath me start to vibrate in a very localized position, a very localized spot position. Yeah. Yeah. That makes right.
Yeah, that works. I think everybody will understand.
But what's the word I'm looking for? A very localized position.
A
No.
very pinpoint
A very
spot.
precision. Precise.
Precise. There you
Oh,
go. Yeah.
yeah.
We found
A
it.
very
Good job.
precise little dinky do, and that should be on a shirt. A precise dinky do, and dude, all of a sudden something popped out of the ground. It exploded dirt all over me.
What the heck? I don't think I was here for this one.
No, you weren't. I was
Was
by
that
myself.
beaver? Not a beaver,
It was a
but-
gopher, but guess what? Also gophered. The poop from my butt, and I ran as fast as I could out of this
You
blind.
pansy. Should have
Well, no.
shot him.
Well, okay. Here's what happened. I took off running after I stomped on it, and I was about 400 yards away when I realized what it was. But I was like, I already ran 400 yards. I'm not going back.
Well, you finished that one early.
Well, yeah, like I went in.
That would actually be terrifying, though.
Yeah, I thought it was a tremor. Did you ever see the movie Tremors?
Yeah.
Where,
Yeah. You thought it was a tremor?
I'm pretty certain
You're
that.
not in the desert, man. You're safe.
Well, you know what? They thought they were safe and they were in the desert too. They had no idea there was actual tremors.
I guess.
I didn't know, man. Dude, I was waiting for this thing to reach out and grab me and pull me into the abyss that is my parents' backyard. I would have been dead.
You would have. I mean, that gopher probably was going for you.
Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure it was a gopher.
I mean, what else is digging in the ground? Tremor.
Zombie. It's a tremors. I don't know. I didn't really stay from what I remember. I think it was a gopher, but whew, gophers are terrifying.
Yeah, I mean,
You had a
especially if
terrifying
you're
story
sitting
like
out there
that?
by yourself. No, not like that. I mean, I've had some scary stories when you get it, especially when I first started hunting. My dad dropped me off at a blind at Hogan's. You remember the Hogan's driveway blind? It wasn't actually a blind, but you're just sitting
Oh yeah.
right on the road there. And it was just, we probably got in like an hour before light. So I'm just sitting there, and what I think it was a fox chasing a rabbit literally right in front of me. But the most terrifying noise you could imagine, like somebody was being slaughtered, like their whole family was being slaughtered.
Wow.
Making this noise, just running by me. And I was like 15 at the time. I was terrified. I didn't want to hunt anymore after that. I was terrified, dude. It was so scary. I really thought that like something was going to come and attack me and kill me.
There is nothing worse. Actually, we have to take a pause for our sponsor real fast.
We have a sponsor?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Our sponsor is Patch Purge Collective Rad Sauce.
Oh, nice. Nice plug. Shameless.
Yeah, it's not shameless. It's very shameless. Rad Sauce is a buffalo sauce with maple syrup and Old Bay. If you want something that's delicious, you should get it. You've had rat sauce.
Oh, it's delicious. I eat it every morning with my egg and bacon
Really?
sandwich. Yeah.
People have been saying that it goes good on like breakfast stuff, which it's crazy to me because it's a buffalo sauce.
People just love hot sauce, and then it's
Yeah.
got some Old Bay in it. So if you like Old Bay,
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do a honey Old Bay with a little
I've been
bit,
saying yes.
I'm gonna do
you
that.
need to do that.
and I'm gonna do a hot honey, a rad honey with a little bit of that with honey mixed in and some other things. I'm gonna try to do some sauces and then a really hot version of the buffalo sauce.
Of the same sauce you have now.
Yeah, just really hot.
Why?
Because people ask for it when we go to
Really?
like these
People
saucy.
like that really
well, you
hot
were
sauce, man.
a saucy event that we were at. Remember, people were like, "That's the only sauce you have." I was expecting something hot. Remember?
Yeah, I guess people do kind of go for
Well,
that.
guess what? I want to.
Just get like the highest
I want the.
Scoville
That's what I'm
rating you
saying.
can.
Like,
do
I just
it
want to
with Scoville
drop. Yeah,
balls
like
off.
I just want. I'm gonna do like not even like a pepper. I'm gonna do the pepper extract, and I want to do like a drop in there, and I want people to try it, and I want them to literally poop lava and vomit right in front of me,
Well, I don't know how often that would sell, but
like
it
crazy.
would be amazing.
Dude, I'll charge like $50 a bottle.
Yeah, I'll never
People
try
would do it. I wouldn't either. I'll be like, trust me, it's hot. Don't trust me. I haven't tried it before.
Yeah, if you don't diarrhea and throw up, you win nothing.
Yeah, you would. If you don't, then I'll give you the bottle.
Yeah.
Here's a little dibby dab on a saltine cracker because that's all we can
You
do.
should go the highest Scoville rating. Well, maybe not the highest, but
I'm gonna do one that's like this is the raddest of them all sauce. That's what we should call it.
the raddest of them all. I like
Yeah.
that.
Me
I think
too.
That's good. That's good. Come up with
Sometimes, yeah.
ideas on the spot.
Our kind of
That's
yes.
beautiful.
Anyways, that was our sponsor break. And if you want to go, you can go to theradsauce.com.
Nailed it.
Thanks. I'll have a link to it in the description. Anyways, so there was this one time where I was walking in the woods, and I remember telling you this, and it was on a Reese's Corner Road.
Mm-hmm.
We had that property that was in Reese's Corner.
I love that property.
Yeah, me too. And I remember walking in, and it was pitch black. And that's the thing: when it's pitch black, it doesn't matter what you have with you. When it's pitch black, you can't see anything.
No, so it's
So
terrifying.
yeah, so it doesn't matter. People are always like, "You have a gun." It doesn't
A
matter.
lot of times they were bow hunting too.
Right.
So
Well, this
that's
was gun
totally
hunting.
different.
This was gun hunting, but my gun before was the single shot because I mean, for me, like I really enjoy going in with one shot. I love muzzleloader, I love bow, I love my
I agree.
12 gauge, my single shot. The only reason why I got the 350 Legend is because that I was going to be building an AR anyway, and I was like, why can't I just get the most bang for the buck and do a 350 Legend? And then plus, there's like I love my shotgun, but I also don't like recoil that much. Like I'm
The
good at
12
recoil,
gauges,
yeah. Well, and since it's a single shot, it rocks your shoulder, man. You've shot it. I mean, it can hurt. It's not fun to target practice. When you're shooting at a deer, your adrenaline's pumping like it's fine.
Yeah.
But when I had the opportunity to like build the 350 Legend, I jumped on just because it was something cool. I sometimes like I only put like 2 rounds in it. Like I don't even put all the 5 rounds in. Why? I'm only shooting
Yeah,
once.
I mean, max, you're gonna shoot like 2-3 times.
Yeah,
Max.
like if I shoot something and if I go over and I didn't make the shot that I thought I was going to make and it wasn't as humane as I wanted to, I want to try to put it out of its misery.
Mhm.
I can't stand making bad shots.
Yeah.
Like it's not what I do. Like the whole entire point of hunting is because I love the meat. I love going out and putting the work in for the meat. I think we are completely disassociated with where our food comes from.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, do people go to the grocery store and they eat, beef and steaks, and I love beef, steak, and chicken and lamb and everything. But man, these things were brought up to be slaughtered.
It's funny how people love to eat burgers and
Yeah.
go and buy steaks at a grocery store, but then when you tell them that you've got venison,
Yeah, they're like,
it's totally off-putting to them because
Right.
you killed it,
Right.
But it's better to do that more humane way.
That's
to do
what I
that
think, too.
than to just buy it at the local grocery store.
these cows and like everything we're talking about, pigs and everything, like these things were literally born and raised to be killed.
Yeah, that's their life.
That's their life. They're fed all these hormones. Like I know there's like a lot of beef like there's a different beef like the grass-fed beef, and they have the pork that's the Iberico pork, which I'm going to try yet, but it's like the Wagyu of pork that I want to try. But they have all this stuff, and it's completely off topic what I was talking about, but this is a very important topic, I think, too. These things were literally born and raised and fattened up and everything they possibly could just to be killed for you to go and you to sit down with a glass of wine and say, I had a good day today. That was their whole entire life. People talk about being organic. People talk about all this. I don't think there's anything more organic than actually hunting something yourself that lives a true free range lifestyle.
All natural.
All natural. It is truly free range.
Mm-hmm.
We could talk about free range chickens because they don't put them in a in a chicken coop. They still put them in an effing fence.
My neighbor just gave me free range. She has free range chickens. She gave me some eggs. They look totally different than the eggs.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Store. It's
amazing.
Like all different sizes and it's
Yep.
different colors. I'm
Yep.
like, man, that's kind of
Yeah, because they're not like they're their own things.
right.
And then that times a million is when you get into like elk and whitetail and actually going out and shooting your own duck or your your geese.
So bad. I'm gonna try that.
Dude, I'm just gonna book some. Like Kate Shriver told me I could do it.
When Bitcoin goes off the charts.
I mean, I got it too. I got all kinds of crap.
Yep.
But to me, like I just think that if I'm going to eat meat, I should be willing to actually go out and do the dirty work.
Mhm.
I should, because it's not fair to the life that we're taking to eat if you don't do that. Every time I eat a steak or a burger or a ham sandwich or a turkey sandwich, something had to literally die for
Right.
me to do that.
Mhm.
And sometimes I feel bad about eating that stuff. I truly feel
Stuff from the
bad.
grocery store.
Yes,
Really.
because it had no chance. It had no chance of survival.
I get that.
And when I eat deer, I'm like, man, I work for this.
Yeah.
Like this thing,
That is a lot of work to get
It's
a deer. Too.
a lot of work to get
it's
a
not
deer.
Easy. I mean, with a gun, it's easier, but
it's easy. Yeah, but we literally go gun hunting. What, out of the whole entire year, we probably hunt. Let's just say we hunt like 45 days out of the year. I mean,
Probably
give or
less than
take. Sometimes it's less. Sometimes we have a bunch of days off.
Mhm.
Let's just say we do 30 days,
Right.
The entire year, and that's 30 full days. So that's 60 hunts. Let's say morning and evening.
Mhm.
I completely lost track.
I was trying to figure it out too. I kind of lost track too.
Son of a dick.
I think I said something and then I just completely lost track.
What did you say?
We went on two different.
Yeah, I know. I have to get back to the thing.
I'm freaking- what was the root story there?
The third story was when you have a gun in your hands, and we talked about how it doesn't matter if a gun. I don't know how we got off off this thing. But let me get back to like eating the meat. I just people need to go out and shoot stuff themselves or kill something themselves.
I agree. I 100%
Mark
agree.
Wahlberg, or not Mark Wahlberg. What's the guy who is in charge of Mark Zuckerberg?
Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook dude.
Facebook dude, Mark
Yeah.
Zuckerberg, went out and started killing his own chickens. And people asked him, "Why are you killing your own chickens?" And he said, "Because I love to eat chicken, and I don't want somebody else killing the chickens that I eat for me. I don't think it's right." And I'm like, wow, that from Mark Zuckerberg completely agrees with me on that subject. I think, not saying that if you're going to eat meat, you need to go do it.
Yeah.
Like I understand that people really enjoy meat and they just don't want to think about it. And I totally get it. But I think to me, like I can't think that way. Something died for me to eat.
Mm-hmm.
If something dies, I feel like I should be the one that actually goes out and does it. I'm never going to turn down a steak. I'm never going to turn down chicken. Never going to turn down these things. But I also recognize what happens and what goes into it. And something was living and breathing
Right.
before that I got this steak.
Yeah, I feel like it's just healthier too because the stuff that grows up in farms, like you said, they pump them with all that kind of crap and just
Yeah,
the meat maybe
totally.
stay better longer or whatever. They get less diseases that way. But then you're eating all the maybe the chemicals that are in the meat. I'm
Mhm.
just not a big fan of it. I eat it all the time, but
I was told that wild turkey tastes totally different than regular turkey that
Really?
we eat. Yeah.
that doesn't surprise me at all. Does wild turkey taste better?
Yes, but it's also a flavor that can be off-putting to people who have never had,
I get that.
Gamey
the first time
flavor.
I had deer, it was a gamey taste, and I was not a big
because
fan
it was
of
it was probably overcooked.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I
Because when
said
you
it on
cook
last
it, it's
podcast.
like, what does it cook at? 130, 135 or something? And
I pulled off
Medium
around
rare.
125.
yeah, that's the sweet spot because you don't really get that gamey taste
Not at all.
anymore.
It's
and then all
just
the spices
deliciousness.
and stuff you put on there makes it really good.
Garlic is what really helps out.
Garlic.
Most of the time, I
Salt,
put
pepper,
salt, pepper, garlic, but I go heavy on the garlic because I really think that garlic plays well with any kind of like gaminess that you might get. It's just really good. And then goose tastes like roast beef. It's dark
I
like
love
roast beef.
goose. I've only had goose once from Ben
Yep.
Brian.
Yep.
When he left the jerky sticks in your fridge.
Yeah.
And man, that was really good.
Man.
We should go goose hunting just for that.
Well, we got
dude.
that off from Montana.
I thought that was
December.
for waterfowl.
Goose hunting. That's waterfowl.
Oh,
Goose
is
is
it?
waterfowl. You didn't know
Goose
that?
is waterfowl?
Goose is waterfowl.
Never knew that.
Waterfowl. They
Oh, I
float in the
feel kinda
water.
dumb.
I don't want to say it, but
Is
you
waterfowl
do.
is goose the only waterfowl?
Duck.
Duck's waterfowl too.
Goose and
Okay.
duck. Yeah, we probably could go like a sea duck hunting with
Sea duck hunting?
Marcus.
Go
You know
on
what?
a boat?
I'm gonna hit up Marcus, the guy.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, the guy that I turkey hunt a lot with. I'm gonna hit him up. He said he was gonna take us Sitka hunting last year. We just never got around to it. We need to go Sitka hunting. We need to just do more, which is why I'm trying to do
Yeah.
turkey. That's why I want to shoot
this'll help
turkey.
Doing the podcast, I think we'll be more motivated to do things like that, to be honest.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe.
I just want to be a better outdoorsman.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna be a
good
better.
one in white-tailed deer.
Yeah,
I mean, we're trying to do turkey.
Yeah.
More so than me. But birds sound awesome. Sitka hunting sounds awesome. Just switch it up, learn more about.
Yeah.
And get more food instead of this grocery.
I shot 2 deer. I got so much.
I didn't shoot any deer this year.
Yeah, you can have some of my mess. Well, you can always come over and eat venison.
Yeah.
Because
I'd rather
like
you cook it anyway.
Kate enjoys venison, but venison because it has no fat in it. Here's the downside of venison. I'm gonna say it. The downside of venison because it has no fat on
It's
it.
dry.
No, it's not. Well, if you cook it right, it's not dry at all. It runs through your body sometimes.
Really?
Oh yeah, like if I eat too much venison, I got poopy really quick, and it comes right at me. There's nothing. It's just pure protein going through your body. It's delicious protein, but if I eat too much venison, oh yeah, like I have to run to the bathroom really
I've
quick.
never noticed that.
Yeah, there's no fat on it. What was that?
I don't know.
Oh, your friend. Man, we're in a podcast, and this dude's over here just like doing all kinds of stupid stuff. I'm like moving out of focus, out of camera. I should. Okay, that's good.
We weren't recording the whole time.
If we weren't recording, I'd be so pissed.
Insane.
So, back to what I was saying. Before this tangent, I was walking through this field, and I heard like this scream. Like you were talking about, you heard a scream, and I mean it's terrifying because it doesn't sound human, but it
Just
doesn't.
picture you're in the woods
Pitch
by
black.
yourself, pitch black, and you can't see anything.
Nothing.
Like, nothing at all by yourself.
It's terrifying. And I heard like this scream, and I like stopped. I was on the field. I remember the only way I could see anything was because of the moon, and it wasn't like the brightest moon. Like some of the moons, like the hunter's moon, like that's
Pretty
bright.
bright out.
You can see everything. It was a bright moon, and it wasn't like hunter's moon. And I remember like walking, I had my gun on my shoulder, and I'm just like like just ready to get to my stand. And this scream, I stopped, and I'm like in the middle of the field walking to this corner where my stand was, and I was probably 300-400 yards away, and I like stopped, and it sounded close, and I was like, okay. So I took a couple more steps, and I heard a scream again, and it sounded closer. So I had my flashlight that was in my pocket, but I don't like turning my flashlight on.
Yeah.
Like in a field, especially because I don't want to scare any deer away. So I tried to just get from my truck to my stand as fast as possible and as quiet as possible, so I don't scare anything. So like I only turn my flashlight on if I know I'm going through stuff. I'm on a field, I'm not gonna turn my flashlight on. So I like reach my pocket, I grab my flashlight, and about 60 yards in front of me, I see 2 glowing eyes, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's a squirrel, maybe it's a fox. Like I'm not too sure because it's pitch black. I can't see anything. I just see 2 glowing eyes. So I'm shining, and I'm walking up closer to it, and I hear a scream again behind me. And I turn around and I look behind me, and there's 2 eyes behind me again. So at this point, I shine to it in front of me, and I see what it is. It's a coyote. Coyote is walking right at me, teeth out. Coyote literally walking right at me. I'm like, holy crap. Turn around, it was a coyote. So I start walking really slow. Like, instead of walking directly out, I started walking to the left. I was hoping that it wouldn't do anything. And it wasn't like growling, but it was like, I could see like its lip curling a little bit. And I'm like, what the F is going on? Well, now I see it like go to my right. I shine to the right. I follow it. I look to my left. There's another coyote. There's literally, I count 4 coyotes, and they're walking in a circle around me.
Start blasting.
I have a single shot shotgun in the pitch
Dude,
black.
you're screwed.
In the pitch black. So I ran. I ran as fast as I could.
This is the second story. You just running like a little bee.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm running with all my hunting gear, knee-high boots on. I was in good shape then too, and I was running. I get up my stand. I finally find the ladder. I run up the stand. Dude, these 4 coyotes sat at the bottom of my stand, like maybe like 5-6 yards away from my stand, and they literally sat there and looked at me and growled for an hour.
Sheesh, man.
They were just like,
It's not good to them.
I guess so. And I was like, what the F?
That's crazy.
And I didn't want to shoot because I was like, they're going to go away at some point. I can actually deer hunt.
Yeah, that's true.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
And they finally went away.
Yeah, if you had more than a single shot, would you have maybe shot at them instead of running?
I have my 350 Legend with the 5 rounds in it. Bop, bop, bop. No, I don't know. All I know is that was probably the most terrified I've ever been.
Yeah.
I wasn't even hunting yet. I was just getting to my stand, dude. I mean, I was
That's something that
I was
makes people
shaking.
not ever hunt again.
Yeah, like I was terrified.
I wouldn't like that.
Like my adrenaline, like every single hair, and I have a lot of hairs in my body. They were all standing up. They were all like, I was just like, oh, like I was legit. I've never climbed a ladder so fast. I'm pretty sure I just jumped up 15 feet into the stand. I'm climbing up. I was just like, here we go. And just jumped on it. Like, I was so scared. I didn't have time to like you get to your stand and you have like the string hanging down and you're like, let me tie this on here so I can get up there and pull it off. No, man, I was just like,
one step.
Just sat up there terrified. I watched these things like growling at me and I was just like, and it's funny because remember Justin that used to work with your dad?
Yeah.
No one ever believed me with the story. No one. Because they're like, coyotes aren't in Maryland. Well, we know for a fact they're in Maryland because we have millions of photos of them. Mm-hmm. And I remember telling this story at camp one time, and like your dad was laughing, everyone was laughing, everybody thinks it's funny. I mean, it's funny when I say it, but
funny in the moment.
No, but Justin was like, "Oh my God, you're the only other person that has actually been through." He's like, "I was chased by coyotes too when I was younger,"
what the heck,
and he's like,
dude?
"I know exactly." And he's like, "I know it sounds funny, but that's terrifying, and I know exactly how you felt." And I was like, "Thank you."
Do you think you could take a coyote one-on-one?
I'm sure I could. I would get bit multiple times.
Yeah, it might hurt, but I think you could kill it.
I'll kill it.
4 of them, man.
I don't know.
I think you could.
Well, they're not that big. I mean,
yeah, I mean, they might they're gonna make you bleed, but
yeah. But I mean, what am I gonna do? Strangle one while the other one bites my neck?
just
like I
line
don't
them all up.
Oh yeah, line them all up. So that's the scariest moment of my life, and I think I want to make this a segment of like the scariest moment of like when you went hunting.
We're gonna run out.
No, because we're gonna have guests on and actually talk about this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I can only come up with so many.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, like you can only have one scariest moment.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the scary. I mean, for like me and you, it doesn't have to be the scariest. We can think of like ones that are like scary. But if you ever had anything that was like terrifying to you,
I mean, just the one with the blind that I described, and nothing like coyotes chasing me, dude. Nothing like that. I know Uncle Dan. He's had like a fox come up to him when he was getting ready at his truck, and it would like stared at him. And he would like, keep getting ready. It was like 50 yards away or whatever. And it would just keep inching closer and closer and closer to him. Until eventually he just started sprinting at it. And he literally had his gun, like his pistol on him. And he was like getting ready to blast this thing.
Jeez.
And he was literally just stalking him. Like, I wonder if they just get hungry and that's what they're thinking your food.
Maybe. Which is why, like, I think when I go to Green Ridge again, we all go. I'm gonna take my 1911 with me and have it on us when we go turkey hunting.
For sure.
I mean, there's bears out there.
But a 1911 stop a bear though?
It's 45 ACP. It's the strongest handgun that I own. It's not the best gun.
Stop it though, huh?
I mean, if you hit something in the head multiple times, it's gonna die. But a 45 is just a way bigger
caliber
bullet.
Right.
So yeah. I mean, to me, like I was just thinking about it. Like I was like, man, I got wife and 3 kids now. Like I don't want to go out turkey hunting. And like Maryland's not known for bear, but there's bear,
I mean, we've seen them on our trail cameras. I think maybe just once, but
but still,
enough to
it's there.
Prepared. Yeah.
Yeah, like why not just in the backpack just have the handgun just in case.
If I had a handgun, I'd probably take it with me when I went hunting, just for that reason.
I mean, deer hunt,
you feel more safe that way.
It's mainly Western Maryland is what I'm worried about.
Yeah,
because that's where that's where, I mean you can bear hunt out there. So there's bears.
Really?
Yeah. So there's bears out there. So it's
just
terrifying.
sat out there in a tent.
Yeah.
Without a weapon.
Yeah, we should probably start working on.
We should probably prepare a little better for that.
We have to we got to go back to Green Ridge. I would love to go back and do turkey hunting this year. Just with the new baby, it's not going to happen. So like next year, but we should definitely try to get a couple camping trips out and like to Green Ridge. We should do muzzleloader again.
What else is out in Green Ridge besides whitetail? Anything? And turkey, bear, anything else that we can hunt there? Because it would be kind of hard to take a trip for whitetail out there when the bucks are way smaller.
Muzzleloader would be fun though.
Where we are.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's more like when you go to Green Ridge, it's more like roughing it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you're out in a tent, and you have to pretty much
There's
walk.
no electricity. There's nothing.
Yeah, it's like it's you got your truck there, you have like your stuff you're bringing, but yeah, there's no electricity, no running water, straight up tent, and to get where you want to hunt, you're walking like, I mean, we walked how much when we went there?
A lot.
3-5 miles, I don't know, but we're not
But
used
those
to that.
views were great.
They are.
I'm gonna go back.
Beautiful
I'm gonna go back. But there's a lot of things I want to do this year that I think we should do. I can't believe it's been almost an hour. We've been talking.
Has it really?
Yeah, 52 minutes. So I think
Longer
we'll
than our first one.
yeah, oh yeah, and the first one was 19 minutes. So we'll call it here. In a 2 weeks we'll do another. I think I'm gonna split this one and have the full episode, and then I'll do it 3 ways. Have the full episode. I'll have putting together a gun like while we're chatting, and then the rest like the actual conversation part.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could have that
Yeah,
for the
'cause there were
video
some
too.
quiet moments that,
Yeah, there's some
like,
quiet
might be
moments.
cut, but
Yeah.
otherwise,
So
I feel it was pretty good.
yeah, we'll do both, and yeah, like I'm looking forward to. We have really cool ideas for what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
The heck was that?
Fridge just shot open.
The fridge shot open. Our beer fridge just shot open, and it sounded like somebody like fell through the ceiling. I was like, "What?" Yeah, that was loud. Yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, so we'll call it a night. Thank you guys for listening again. If you have any suggestions, please let us know. If you want to be on the show and talk about your scary hunting and camping stories, let us know. We actually figured out how to use Google Hangouts on this. We can do that.
Mhm.
So again, our goal is every 2 weeks, because I'm off every other Friday, and so we're gonna try to get together either, if not that Friday, like that weekend, and then try to have it edited and done.
And eventually, we're gonna try and switch to a little bit more comfier setting. The couches over there.
Yeah, we gotta-
roomier.
Yeah, we have a nice setting over there. I just wanted to try this out, but I think that we're with like feedback everybody's been doing, and the conversations we want to have, and the conversation that people want to have with us, I think it'd be more beneficial if we like invest a little bit more time into the studio setup. I mean, I think this looks nice. Like, I mean, yeah, like I don't like this right here, but this whole entire setup is nice for what we're doing now. But I think we have ideas what we want to do.
Yeah, because if somebody wants to come here and do the podcast,
Yeah,
with
we're
us,
gonna sit
They can do it over there.
over there. Like, I mean, yeah. So that's what we're working on. Maybe even this week we can knock out some stuff. Have a really cool studio set up. I got some cool deer mounts here too, so it'd be cool to show them off.
Yeah, heck yeah, put them in the background.
Yeah. So, but yeah, thank you guys again. That's like the 5th time I said this. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye-bye.
Peace out. Really?
I don't know what
Every
that
time I
was.
go to
I
stop
feel
it,
like
you
I-
always see
I
this.
feel like
I can't stop this fast enough.